Hey, welcome back to No Can Do. My name is Clara, and today I'm going to show you how to refinish and restore a piece of solid wood furniture without sanding. That's right, no sanding, no stripping. I am purely restoring this piece, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. You all know that I love to try new things, and this video is brought to you by Skillshare. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. Let's get into it. I like to think a bit about the history of where things have been when I'm deciding where I want them to go. Every piece of furniture has a story. This mid-century modern couch frame comes to me from my friends Willow and Chris, who are getting rid of it to make some space for something new in their home. I know it's been a couch, it's been a daybed, it's been slept on, movies have been watched on this couch, and I can tell that it's been well loved and well used in its time here. I'd really like to restore this mid-century modern wooden couch frame to something closer to its original condition. I don't need to paint it. I don't need to completely refinish it. I'm just going to try to restore it. I started off by giving it a really good clean with some Dawn dish soap, some water, and a rag. Now I'm taking the legs, putting them conveniently into my drill, and using some sandpaper and the drill to polish the brass legs. I know I said I wasn't using any sanding on this project, but now that I think back, I did sand the tiniest little bit of the leg plates. I'm gonna go ahead and put those under some vinegar, let them sit for about a half an hour, and go back to dry off the piece. While we're waiting on that, I want to take a moment to tell you about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning, trying new things, and wants to explore their creativity. If you have a specific skill that you're wanting to learn, there's probably a class on Skillshare. It's the perfect place for you to start, from photography to illustration, graphic design, freelancing. You can find classes that will match your goals and your interests. I'm taking a class called Productivity for Creatives, Make More of Your Time, taught by Thomas Frank and Ali Abdal. The first 1,000 people to use the link down below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So make sure to use my link for a free trial to join Skillshare and learn something inspiring and new. To restore this solid wood piece, I'm using Howard's Restore Finish. There are many different shades, and I picked maple pine because I thought it was closest to the piece that I have here. Using a little bit of steel wool and dipping it into the Howard's Restore Finish, I'm going over the entire piece with a good coat. This stuff is amazing. I can actually see the scratches sort of disappearing before my eyes. This isn't going to make any structural changes to the piece. It's not actually removing any nicks or dings, but visually it is restoring the piece and making it look like it hasn't been scratched or dinged as much as it really has. It's really amazing. You can kind of just watch the scratches really just disappear. I love taking on bigger projects and I love trying new things, and I was happy to have a simple project for this piece. Sometimes the simplest change can actually make the biggest difference, and I think that that is true for this piece. Sanding down a whole piece, stripping it with citrus strip or QCS or some other stripper, or even just painting over a piece are all valid options. I'm really happy in this case, though, to have the opportunity to do something much simpler. After taking the leg plates out of their vinegar bath, I'm polishing them up with a bit of steel wool. Thank you so much to my subscribers who sent me these gloves and my subscribers who sent me the steel wool from my Amazon wish list. I really appreciate the support of everyone who's sending me these things and making it possible for me to continue making these videos for you. After the Restore Finish had sat on the piece for a little bit, I went over with a clean cloth and wiped off any excess. This is important to do because it is kind of like a stain. Now I'm reattaching the leg plates onto the legs using a little bit of wood glue for extra reinforcement. After reattaching the legs, I took a good look at the whole piece and set it up in my dining room. It's recommended to use Howard's Feed-In Wax, which is a wood polish and wood conditioner made with wax and other things, after using Restore Finish. This shines it up nicely and it also gives a bit of a protective layer. It also smells really good. I went over the whole piece with some Feed-In Wax and here's how it's looking now. As you can see, there aren't any major obvious scratches in the piece anymore, and it's really clean. Now it's time to stage the piece. I noticed that I didn't like the look of the wood grain from the piece just directly on my wood floor, so I added a carpet. I decided to list this for sale at $200 and just see if anyone was interested. I listed it on Facebook Marketplace and made sure to note that I was only listing the frame and not any cushions or pillows or things like that. I decided to use a couple things that I had lying around the house to stage this a little bit better. So I took one of the couch cushions off of my personal couch and some pillows and put it on just for photos. But as you can see, the couch cushion does not extend all the way. So I had to get creative with how I took photos so that that wouldn't be distracting and blaringly obvious. After sitting on Facebook Marketplace for less than an hour, I had a bunch of offers and someone offered to pay $250, which was $50 above my asking price. I accepted his offer and I'm donating half of the profits to an organization that my friend Willow, who gave me this couch, and I care a lot about. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and I will see you at the next flip. Bye.